Welcome back. Getting to the fuselage halves at this point. There's a couple ways you can join the fuselage on this thing. You can have a semi-permanent, a setup. The second option is basically where you can remove it every time you get done flying. And there's a third option, which is not really sure what that one is about, but hold on, let's see. Alright, correction. It's just an A and a B. The A is it's a permanent, but you can still take the two halves apart. Essentially, you're using 4 bolts to hold the fuselage together versus adding a bolt, and then you cut in the back side of one of the halves. You actually cut like a basically like a keyhole, like you would on an ordnance. You know, you put the screw head in. It's got like a round spot. Put the screw head in, and then this channel is real slim, so it basically goes in, you push down on the fuselage, locks it in place. I don't need it to be that kind of removable, so I'm going to just go with the semi-permanent, using 6mm bolts. And you got to glue these wood pieces inside the fuselage right there. And then on the aft section, there's these thick, looks like that same G10 material, kind of a threaded piece that you're going to glue on the tail section. But I can only do one at a time because I only have 4 6mm bolts. Actually, I may have some of those in my thing. But anyways, so I'm going to mix up some high sol, glue these in. There's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if I have some more bolts, I'll go ahead and mix it up and glue the threaded ones on the tail section. But you can see, and essentially what I was talking about is you'd have a hole with a line coming down, and then you put the tail section on, bolt head goes through the round hole, and then you slide it down into locking position, and then you would glue in they have like a tab here or a tab at the bottom that's kind of like a locking to keep it from moving. More steps to the removable tail, quite a bit actually, and it's just like I said, I don't need to remove it every time I fly. Now, moving or something, I can still take it apart, because what I'll do is I'll have like a connector for the beads going back to the tail, and I'll just pull them apart, loosen the four bolts, and pull the tail off, because the pipe and everything is mounted in the tail, kind of like the Avani was. The turbine is here, everything aft is hard mounted, so it comes off real easy. But I'm going to get back to this real quick, mix up some high sol, and I'll take some pictures once it's done. You guys have a good one.